Hello and welcome to another SAP Workflow Expert video. Today we're going to show you how to use simple deadlines to help prompt an end user to do what they need to do. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to another SAP Workflow Expert video. Today we're showing how to use a simple deadline to prompt end users to do an action in SAP Workflow. There are two types of deadlines in SAP Workflow, and there are 4 deadline points that we can use to help prompt the end users. We're using our Hello Workflow template from our first video. If you need to review that video, please feel free to go back and check that one out. For now, what we'll do is we'll go into the step of the workflow. This is the workflow template that you can see in the graphical model section of the workflow builder. By double-clicking on the step, we're able to enter the step and see all the details of the step. The 4 deadline points you can see are tabs separate in the details. You've got latest end, requested start, latest start, and requested end. So they seem to be ordered in various urgencies, requested versus latest, and start versus end. The requested start deadline limits when the user can start to see the work item in their inbox. So it's not a real deadline per se. It only allows the system to show the user the work item at a given point in time. The other 3 are true deadline points. The latest start only ensures that the user starts the work item, and it doesn't enforce that they complete it in time. Requested end and latest end, therefore, are the 2 deadline points that are most used. Today we're going to use the requested end deadline point, and we're going to use a simple deadline. There are 2 types of deadlines in SAP. They are simple, where we simply display a text, and modeled, where we can actually design around the deadline in the graphical editor. So to turn it on, we simply select what reference date and time we're going to start counting from. Normally this is from the work item creation. The user gets the item in their inbox at a certain time. We start the stopwatch at that point in time. For our example here, we're going to say 1 minute, and then they get their message. And if you saw the Hello Workflow template video, you'll notice that we sent the task to the user 02. There it is. We sent the task to the user 02, so we'll simply send the reminder to the same person. All the same options are available. We'll choose user, we'll type in the username, and this is the text that will show up in our inbox. Now for a simple deadline, all they get is a message. The deadline messages have a separate folder in the SAP inbox. If the task is beyond its deadline time, then it will show up in yellow in the inbox, and you'll also get it in an overdue section of the SAP inbox as well, and I'll show you all that in a moment. So for now, we've said from the moment the user gets the work item, start counting, give it a minute, and then after 1 minute, we're going to send user 2 this text in an email. We'll check that. We'll save. We'll check the template as a whole, make sure that it's technically concrete. We only get the 1 information message, so that's good. And we'll activate the template. And you can see the status change here to active and saved. Now to test this, we simply go to the test wrench, click the wrench icon, and click execute. It will prompt user 2, which is us, with a decision step. We will choose cancel because we don't want to execute it just yet. And now we need to wait for our work item. At this point in time, what we're waiting for is a job to run in the background. This is the workflow customizing that has to be done to start the runtime definition environments of any workflow system. So part of our configuration that has to be done is we have to schedule the workflow deadline monitoring job. That job is in the job log as swwdhex, and here runs every 3 minutes. If you want to run it on your own, all the background job is doing is running this particular report. We could technically go into SE38 and execute this report if we so desired. However, we're going to wait for the 3 minutes because it's not truly that long a time. This is the way the SAP inbox looks originally, before any further deadline messages show up. You'll notice we don't have any deadline messages. There are 2 overdue entries, but they're not ours. And if we go to the inbox and refresh, you'll see that our Do You Approve task is waiting for our action. The status here shows in process. The block is half gray. And we're just waiting for the deadline job to run. Through the magic of the internet, we've managed to make that job run. And if we refresh the inbox now, you'll see a couple things. One, our Do You Approve step is now showing up in yellow. 2, we've got our folder of overdue entries that now includes our Do You Approve step. And 3, our deadline message has showed up. If we select the message by single clicking, then that text that we asked for is showing up. And that's how we use a simple deadline to help prompt an end user to do their action in SAP. Today we've used the requested end workflow. Our next video will show a modeled deadline on the latest end. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to subscribe and click the thumbs up if this video helped you solve a problem at your work.